Welcome back to Micah's Fishing Academy. It looks a little different this time. It's because I'm trying to shoot the videos horizontally. I post on YouTube, and when I shoot the videos for TikTok and YouTube vertically, it looks really bad on YouTube. So I'm going to try like this. So my TikTok people just click the bottom and it'll flip it. Thanks. So for today's video, this one's for you, YouTube. I'm going to show you a bunch of different ways to rig a senko, and I actually had a really cool brother give me an idea of how to show you, so enjoy. Every company has a senko. Senko is an incredibly versatile stick bait. Gary Yamamoto was the first one to invent it, and they actually sort of thought he was kind of a goober for making it. And then he started destroying everybody with them. So this is the old packaging. Again, it's the go. This is the new packaging. Powerbait makes one called the General. It's got max in. It's a little stanky, but it's very good. And then Yum makes one. Yum Dinger, and they also make a smaller size. Actually, I think all of them make a smaller size. They're typically 5 inches, but you can get them 4 inches as well. And those are very good, especially for rivers and ponds. And so now I'm going to show you how to rig them. The first style is wacky style. It's a very good style. You have your octopus hook, or I don't know exactly what they're called, but they're called wacky hooks or octopus hooks. So look for them. And I did show you how to rig it once already, but I'm going to show you another next level thing. Go buy yourself called a wacky rig ring. What a hard thing to say. Wacky rig ring. Get it out. Just one of them. Looks like a little O-ring. You're going to slide it. Go to the kind of the pointier side here. Slide it on. And then you're going to run it down your senko to kind of about the middle. I like to fold it in half and then put the ring right in the middle. The reason why the ring's important is some of these senkos, especially the best ones, the Yamamoto ones, they don't last very long. They tear up very easily. So when you have an O-ring like that and you just kind of barely hook it through, you're going to save your senko's life. Okay? So this is style number 1, the wacky rig. This is what it looks like. It falls very slowly. And you want to fish it very slowly, but you're going to pop it. This is what it looks like when you pop it 3 times. This is what I like to do. Pop it 1, 2, 3. And then it slowly comes back down. And when it does that, you're going to piss those fish off and they will bite it. All right, style number 1, wacky rig. Style number 2, you're going to need a bullet weight. And you'll take your line and you'll slide it right through the bullet weight. Like so. And then you will need I recommend a 3/0 EWG hook. Then you're going to Texas rig it. Remember, you go down, straight out, go down, twist it. And then you're going to do something called a Texpose through the belly. The Yum Dinger, which is this kind, is really cool. It has an actual spot for the belly. And then you Texpose. It's where you take the tip of your hook and you put it back in your worm. Now it's completely weedless. This rig is like... I bet it's caught more fish than you can imagine. What's amazing is that it's very weedless, and when it lands, it does stick up for a minute. And when that slow fall back down happens, that's oftentimes when it gets bit. The way I like to fish it is like cast it out. It's gonna land. I'm gonna pop it. 1, 2, 3. And I like to throw in a big pop so I can get that landing that you just saw. The next way is just a weightless Texas rig. So you're just going to rig it the same way. So just watch the last one, and that's exactly how you do it. It's going to fold. It's going to pop up. It's going to sink very slowly. And watch as it almost goes in that backwards direction as it falls. And a lot of times what happens is those fish will be following it. You're going to pop it up, and then that tail end starts to go backwards like that. They eat it. The next one is called a shaky head. I think other worms are better, but it still caught fish. It still caught me fish. So you just tie it on normal. They sell this at any store. You'll just find something that says shaky head. I like a football shaky head. That's probably my favorite kind. Here's your shaky head. You're going to rig it just like a Texas rig, which again, put it down through, bring it out shortly, bring it up on your hook. Okay, like this, twist it around. And there's a little hook keeper you can see. And you're going to push it down on there, and then you're going to do another Texpose. And it looks just like that. I typically use different worms for this. But I think sometimes of the year, especially in the spring, they like a beefier profile worm. And I think that this shaky head would be an awesome way to get it done in the spring. The next way is a way that I've done it a lot, is you get a Ned head. It's one of my favorite lures in the world. And what happens a lot of times with Senkos is, like, maybe you fish it with a wacky rig for a while, and it gets bit so many times it'll snap. And if you keep some of that, rig it as its own lure. So this is the Senko Ned style. What's so great about the Ned head is that it just allows that bait to stand straight up. And it's very simple. You throw it out, you let it sit, pop it, you let it sit. Pop it, you let it sit. You're really not doing more than that. You can kind of bounce it a little bit like this, and then give it a big pop and it'll stand straight up. I have used this a lot as a follow-up bait. And what I mean is, like, you flip a jig in there and they miss it, and then you put this in there, and then they won't miss this guy. This is a brand new way that I just learned this year, and I haven't really got to try it yet, but this is called a hover rig. Core Tackle makes it, and it's kind of like a new hot thing in bass fishing. And I saw somebody rig it up on a broken off Senko like I just did with the Ned rig, and I want to see what it looks like. So this is like me watching it for the first time too, so enjoy. This one's a little bit different on how to rig it. So this is, again, kind of my first time rigging it, so I'm just going to show you. I know for a fact you're not going to put it in the top of your bait. You're going to put it more kind of like here. So I'm gonna try it here. We'll see. You're gonna start it like I would say like about an inch below the top where you would normally put one. You're gonna run the hook down, and then you're gonna push it in. And so that, see this like cone-headed top, you're gonna push it back in until you can bury it, just like that. And that's what that looks like. How weird, how funky. And look at that. How interesting is that guy? Okay, so let's check out the action. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, the Senko hover rig. I don't know about it. It's something. Well, that's it. That's a bunch of different ways to rig a Senko. It's an incredibly versatile bait that you need to put in your spring arsenal. And there's, again, like I showed you, there's so many ways to rig it. So pick up a couple packages and catch some fish.